Hi, my name's Ethan, and today I have the same people sitting here, as always. And my object is going to be this figurine right here. It's a boy telling Santa what he wants for Christmas, and the A on Santa represents Alabama. Roll, Tide roll, because Christmas is coming. I love sports, especially Alabama football, my family, and Christmas. I especially love the true meaning of Christmas. When looking for an item that describes me or shows what I feel or represents me, I started looking around my room to figure out what I could choose. Then I saw this, my favorite figurine that sits on my dresser year-round. This Christmas figurine represents my love for the athletic world, my love for family, and my love for the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas. I'm going to discuss how the figurine represents the past with my family, the present with sports, and the future with the love of Christmas in Christ. This Christmas figurine sits on my dresser throughout the year. I do not bring it out when my mom starts decorating the house with Christmas lights and stuff. This represents much from my past, my family. Let me tell you on how I came to realize my family is so strong. Several years ago, I went with my mother and sister on a recruiting trip that lasted over a month. We rented a tiny car and headed to several colleges on the East Coast that were looking at my sister for athletic purposes. We stayed in tiny hotels. Some could say we made memories, played video games, and ate lots of cheap pizza. It was awesome until we would have to go tour for college, and I would have to be on my best behavior. One of the schools that we went to go see was none other than Alabama. I will get to that story in just a few moments. When I look at this figurine, I remember the love that we shared during that time. I remember the little boy looking up to his sister and wanting to be like her. Roll, Tide roll. I love sports, all sports. Well, not golf. However, I love those sports that pushes us both physically and mentally. My mother always made us be involved in something. She said that we had to try at least once, and we couldn't just sit at home and eat potato chips on the couch. My sister ended up being recruited as a volleyball player. My brother was a state tennis competitor. My mom and stepfather were both coaches and college athletes. My love of sports has come from this background. You might wonder, how does my love of sports revolve around the University of Alabama? Well, when I look at this figurine, it reminds me of the love that I have for one of the greatest football teams in college history. It also reminds me of how I was able to have the opportunity to stand on Alabama football field. Now, the story of how I got to go on the field was when I was younger. We were touring it, of course, and the tour guide said, "Well, son, you've been on your best behavior. If you can climb that fence, I'll let you go stand on the field and take a picture." And of course, me being energetic, because I haven't been able to do anything, I climbed that fence. That's basically what started my love for Alabama. Now, Christmas. Christmas is one of the most wonderful times of the year. When I look at this figurine, I think of the great memories that I've had and the ones that are to come. Even though I'm no longer that little boy waiting for Santa to come and deliver my secret gifts, I cannot wait for this time of the year. I love Christmas. I love for what it stands for, the birth of Jesus. I think of those less fortunate and how people give their time and money and love in order to have those give special gifts. I think of the little kids running to see what Santa brought. I'm still one of those kids, even though I know who Santa is now. I love the fact that people during this time slow down and remember the important things of life. Everyone is in a good mood. I love Christmas so much that when it's over, I start counting down until next year. It reminds me to have the Christmas spirit, not only in December, but every day. It reminds me that the little boy sending a message to Santa and someone taking the time to make my Christmas special. In conclusion, I understand that you might think that this figurine is a little strange sitting on my desk year-round, but it really is not. This Christmas figurine represents my love for the athletic world, my family, and my love for the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas. So I will continue to keep this Christmas figurine on my dresser and look at it as a daily reminder of the past, the present, and the future. Roll, Tide roll. Christmas will be here in 46 days.